What's up, everybody? Sting here, bringing you guys another commentary. And today I just wanted to talk a little bit about the dichotomy between playing as an individual and playing as a team. And the reason I thought of this was because the Wise and Noble Squid put out a video, I think it was his last video, and he talked a little bit about this, and he said that we should be teaching people how to play as a team. And it just got my noodle cooking, and I started thinking, like, well, what does that mean? You know, like, what does it mean to play as a team, and what does it mean to, you know, play as an individual, or, in other words, play selfishly, if that's the way that you want to phrase it. And I just wanted to share my thoughts on the topic. So, my thoughts are thus. I mean, I think that oftentimes, most often, I mean, the more skill you have as an individual, the more of an asset you're going to be to your team. This is especially true in TDM, but also in objective-based game types. I mean, there's no doubt that, you know, people want highly skilled players on their team, and, you know, and that's for a reason, because they're going to be a value. And I think that's part of the reason why TDM is so popular, you know, is because the two coalesce and they go hand in hand. You know, your KD in TDM is sort of all important. You know, there are some situations where, like, say if your team is down a couple kills and, you know, you camp just to preserve your KD versus, you know, trying to seek out those other kills even though you might die. You know, that's an example of how you're sort of, you know, playing selfishly in TDM. But for the most part, you know, the individual and the team sort of merge in TDM, which I think is one of the reasons why people like it so much. But in objective-based game types, you know, it's different, and it's more complicated. I think, you know, some people would say, well, you're playing as a team in objective if you put the objective first, and that's what it means to play as a team. But, you know, it's to me it seems a little more subtle than that. I think, you know, there are some players who, you know, choose to slay, and, you know, choose to slay for the reason that, you know, that's their role and that's how they feel that they can be of an asset to the team. You know, because there's no doubt that somebody going like whatever 40-5 in an objective-based game is helpful. You know, because you're suppressing the other team, you're keeping them off the objectives, and, you know, you're really making it easy for your team to go for the objective. But, you know, but then I also thought, well, you know, I don't think most slayers, you know, online, especially when, you know, you're playing with randoms, I don't think that that's the reason that they're slaying. I think, you know, most people that I meet online are slaying because, you know, because they want to be score, and they find enjoyment in just getting kills, and, you know, not dying. And so that's why they do it. And in that sense, so it's more of an internal question, like, am I doing this because, you know, I just want to have fun and I just want to get kills, you know, get easy kills because, you know, players are going for the objective and it's easier to get kills? Or am I doing this because I really feel like I'm a slayer and that's my role and I can really benefit my team by doing that? And I think that, you know, real, genuine, quintessential slayers are pretty rare. Now, I think when you know, are playing it in clan battles, you know, you definitely have, like, okay, Slayer versus objective roles. And, you know, some people are assigned to those roles, and that's sort of a different story. So, you know, I would say that, you know, someone that is just sort of going for kills because that's what they think is fun. Not that there's, you know, really anything wrong with that. I mean, people are entitled to sort of play the game how they want to play, and if that's how they choose to play the game, then, you know, I'm cool with that. You know, I'm not gonna sort of say, like, oh, that's wrong, or you shouldn't be playing a game that way. I mean, it's a game, and it's there for you to play. As long as you're not cheating or glitching, you're cool with me. So, but I do think in terms of playing as an individual versus playing as a team, in that sense you're sort of playing as an individual. And me personally, I feel like we should always be striving to play as a team. And I know that I always strive to do that. I mean, I don't know that I always do that, but in objective-based game types, I'm always sort of gung-ho for the objective, maybe even to a fault, because I just sort of rush in too much. But yeah, so yeah, I guess I'm sort of asking your guys' opinion on this. Like, what does it mean to actually play as a team, and is it that simple? Like in objective-based game types, you put the objective first, or is it something other than that? Is it sort of being mindful of your teammates? Is it, what does it actually mean to be a team player? So please let me know what you think in the comments. Also, the subscriber montage finally is coming out. I apologize. I know I've been lazy on this thing, but I'm going to put it out this weekend no matter what. So if you guys want to submit a couple more clips, I can put a couple more clips in. I'll put my PSN ID in the description, so you guys can send me a clip or two if you like, but it's definitely coming out this weekend, so if you want to be in it, please send me something by then. So yeah, okay, the video's coming to a close, guys. Thanks so much for watching, as always, and peace and love.